Good morning, everybody. This is Cindy. Uh, Today is the 26th of October, and I wanted to talk about rheumatoid arthritis today and the keto diet. But not just the rheumatoid arthritis, because it's more than that. I have rheumatoid arthritis, but I also have, as most people know that follow my channel, I have a lot of other health issues. So this is actually not just information or beneficial for somebody with rheumatoid. It's for people with other health issues too. Okay, so first thing I want to say is, please forgive me. My background is, one of these days I'm gonna. I have a small apartment, so it's very hard for me to find a good spot to record. I can do it in my bedroom, but it hurts my back after a while if I sit on my bed for too long. So one of these days, maybe I'll do it a little bit more professionally, but this is me. It's all my art supplies and stuff like that back there. Okay. Now, if I look down and I'm reading, it's because I made notes and I didn't, my memory sucks, okay? I'll admit that. So I wrote down a few things. Okay, the name of this video is Benefits of Keto for Patients with RA, which is rheumatoid arthritis, and other health issues. Okay. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis back in 2014. And it wasn't because of my doctor. My grandma Kaiser, on my mom's side, had rheumatoid arthritis, and hers, she died in 1987, but she had rheumatoid arthritis for, I don't know, I'd say a good 8 to 10 years, and this was in the 80s, and it was before a lot of medications for rheumatoid arthritis came out, and so my grandmother got really crippled with it, and I was a nurse's aide for 17 years and took care of my grandma and other patients that had rheumatoid arthritis. So in 2014 I was misdiagnosed several times, and something told me I was having some blood work coming up, and I called my doctor's office and I said, can you test me for rheumatoid? Because I have a suspicion that I have rheumatoid arthritis. It runs in my family. Okay, so to make a long story short, my RA factor is 951, which is not the highest I've ever heard of. I met somebody at a casino years ago that had over 1,300. Their RA factor was over 1,300. So, but it's still high, and so I was referred to a specialist and blah blah. Okay, so I was given medication for RA, and then it changed. I went through a whole bunch of series of painful medications given for RA. I found out the hard way that I'm allergic to biologics, and that was no fun. One injection, Humira, that gave me paralysis. I was literally getting paralyzed. It scared me to death. So my RA doctor took me off that. Then she put me on, I think it's Ultra or something. Anyway, it's another biologic injection, and I took it, and it made my back, the pain, I can't even describe the pain. It was so excruciating. I couldn't get no sleep. I couldn't move. It was so painful, and as soon as I stopped taking that injection, that pain went away. So my RA doctor gave me a medication called this is hard, hydrochloroquine, and it's a pill I take twice a day, and it's supposed to help with inflammation. Okay, I've been taking this for over 3 years, and I think it does help a little bit. I went 4 months without it because they got my prescription all messed up, and so I just got it back to taking it again, and so I can't tell if it's really doing any good. Now, what I can tell you is the ketogenic diet, it's a tremendous benefit if you have rheumatoid arthritis, or even if you have any kind of inflammation in your body, regular arthritis. Now, I'm not an expert or anything like that, but I just recently found out, not very long ago, that one of the major contributors to my heart attack that I had in June, this past June, was due to inflammation. And inflammation can be anywhere in your body, your arteries. RA is especially bad because RA travels all over your body. One day it'll be concentrated on your arms, and then the next day it could be in your leg, and the next day it could be in your back, and the next day it could be in your heart, and you might not know it. Like me, I didn't know, and I had no idea. And so yeah, rheumatoid arthritis is no fun to have. It's horrible. Now, my grandmother, she got all crippled up. Her hands were drawn. I mean, a lot of people with rheumatoid get that way. It's not as bad now as it used to be, but there's a lot of people like me that can't take certain medications. It actually makes you worse. And in my opinion, is sometimes the medication's worse than the condition. So, if the side effects of a medication is worse than the condition, then I ain't taking it. I don't take it. So, because it's not worth it to me. If I'm going through excruciating pain when it's not necessary, why would anybody take a medication? But anyway, I don't mean to get sidetracked, but anyway, I wrote some notes down. I just wanted to let everybody know. And also, in the description below, I'm going to leave a lot of links to where I got this information, and where these studies were done, how these studies were done, is very, very interesting. Okay, so I wrote down these notes. Okay, for one thing, there's four major benefits for anybody with rheumatoid arthritis that start or get on the ketogenic diet. Number one, it's anti-inflammatory properties, okay? Now, I'm reading this, but this is exactly what it is. Because the keto diet reduces blood sugar in favor of ketones, RA patients can expect less inflammation. This anti-inflammatory effect is well documented and promising for RA patients who suffer from inflammation, swelling, and joint stiffness. I suffer from all that above. By sticking to fats, which the ketogenic diet is, as everyone that's on the ketogenic diet knows, you are taking carbs out of your diet, Well, you have to put fat in your diet. You have to replace it with something, and it has to be fat, healthy fat. That's the energy. That's what your body uses for energy, burns for energy. So by sticking to fats, your body will be better equipped to deal with inflammation. Okay. Personally, I can tell you right now that when I did go off the keto diet, I was off of it for about 5-6 months. I suffered. I greatly suffered because of that. Not only did I gain my weight back, which was very understandable because I introduced carbs back into my diet, but the pain in my body came back. I was so sore, and not only that, but my depression came back and it hit me really hard, and I didn't, sometimes you don't know what's going on until you look back, and that is what I did. That's what happened to me. At the time, that I was depressed, I didn't realize I was in a depression at the time, and nobody around me really thought much about it either because I didn't really talk about it, or I didn't act like I was depressed, but believe me, I was. But anyway, when I got back on the keto, I just recently started the keto, so most people might say, well, she's still fat, so who is she to talk about the keto diet, right? Okay. Yeah, I actually had somebody comment that on one of my videos, how can you talk about the keto diet and you're fat? Okay. Well, for one thing, I deleted that comment, but best way I can explain that is some people they make videos after the fact, after they've lost all their weight, and they all get healthy, and everything's hunky-dory, good and fine and great, and then they start promoting the ketogenic diet and saying, this is how I lost 100 pounds or whatever it is. This is how I got healthy. This is how. Mine is, and I'm not the only one, mine is, this is the journey, and y'all seeing it from the day I started, which was in June of 2018. So everybody can see my failures, my triumphs, whatever. It's like real. I'm not gonna wait until I'm healthy and then come out and say, oh, I look so good, I lost all this weight, and it's because of the ketogenic diet. Okay, well, how about letting people know about the ketogenic diet as you're going through the ketogenic diet and the benefits of it? I can tell you right now, okay, now everybody knows, if you watched my videos, y'all know how I feel about weighing myself. No, I won't do it. I did weigh myself when I first started the keto, again, only because I wanted a starting point, so I did. I haven't weighed myself since, and I'm not going to. I'm too afraid to, and I'll tell you why. It's because it messes with my head. I'll admit it. It messes with my head. If I don't see the numbers come down, I will get it in my head because of so many failures on diets and stuff. It's ingrained in my head that if the weight doesn't show, if it doesn't show on the scales coming off, then I think it's not working. So I give it up. That's what I did. But what I failed to realize when I did give up keto the first time was that even though I was at a plateau for a month, I was still getting a lot of benefit from the ketogenic diet. My body on the inside was healing itself. I can't even go through all the benefits that I experienced when I was on the keto. And you wouldn't believe all the problems that came back when I went off the keto. So yeah, there's this is, like this is me now. So, if people wonder, why is the fat lady talking about the keto? Well, it's because I look at it like this is the beginning of my journey, and whoever wants to watch my journey, that's great. And I'm hoping that something that I say or talk about helps somebody else, even if it's just one person. Okay, so let's go on down the list because there was 4, and I just went through the first, and it took me that long. Okay, no, I went to the second. No, okay, that was the first. Okay, the second benefit of the ketogenic diet for people with rheumatoid arthritis is pain relief, and I can attest to that. And there was a study done in 2013. And they did find that the ketogenic diet can reduce both the thermal and the neuropathic pain. Okay, there is a link. I'm like I said, I'm putting the links down in the description, and I encourage everyone to click on every one of these links and read these studies. I just want to give a little message to my niece, Kimberly. Kimberly, there's a study that was done that I really want you to read. You'll be surprised at this study because it's a study that they did years ago. They put children who had seizure disorders on the ketogenic diet, and their seizures went away, and most of them were able to get off of their seizure medications because of their diet. And to me, that is amazing. Just truly amazing. As a matter of fact, the ketogenic diet was originated back in the day when they were trying to find ways to treat kids with epilepsy, and so they deprived the kids of carbs, and to replace the carbs, you have to replace with something. So they replaced it with saturated fat, and the seizures stopped. It was like, it's so amazing. So anyway, Kimberly, I hope you read that study. Okay, the third benefit is less numbness. Now, I have not experienced this myself personally, but it said that many RA patients experience numbness in their hands and feet. However, following a ketogenic diet can help this effect. I've never personally had this before, numbness. So I'm lucky, I'm blessed, I haven't. The fourth, of course, benefit of the ketogenic diet for rheumatoid arthritis is weight loss. Since obesity is a risk factor for RA, losing weight can be a good way to reduce this risk because inflammation and obesity go hand in hand. That has nothing to do with rheumatoid arthritis, but if you have rheumatoid arthritis, you're just compounding the bad problems and symptoms of your rheumatoid. It just worsens it. So that I can guarantee, that I can attest to. That is something that I have experienced myself. And then, of course, there's other factors, or there's other benefits of ketos. There's certain cancers that it can heal. Actually, tumors and certain cancers. Alzheimer's disease is actually, this diet gives you your mind clarity, and so they're doing a lot of studies on Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and brain injuries also, and acne. This diet will clear up your skin, and I'm proof of that too. I used to have acne really bad, but my skin is it's just I don't have I don't have any acne. I used to have it a lot. All over my body, I would have it. My skin's clearing up, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. So, yeah, I just wanted to get that out there about the benefits of the ketogenic diet with people with rheumatoid arthritis. It helps a lot, believe me. And I so regret getting off the keto last year, but now that I'm back on it, I'm just happy that I am back on it. So anyway, if anybody out there have rheumatoid arthritis like I do, or even arthritis, a lot of people have just ordinary arthritis. Well, it's swelling of the joints, and believe it or not, carbs and sugar, it causes inflammation big time. It's true. That's why we have such an epidemic of diabetes and obesity, and people fight against like people go on all kinds of sorts of diets. I'm one of them people too that tried everything and under the sun. I almost did hypnosis, but I thought, no, I'm not gonna do that. But this is pretty much the answer, the most healthiest answer, and it is not even hard to do. It's not even hard to stick to. It's just a way of eating. It's beneficial. So I can't say it enough. It's really good. So I'm gonna let you go. But hold on, I want to show you something. Anyway, I was sitting in the recliner for 2 nights, and I was doodling, and this is what I doodled. And today, maybe sometime or tomorrow, I think I'm gonna watercolor it. I'm not sure, but I will show you what it is before I go. I'll show you my doodle. This is my doodle. Can you see it? I think so. I have a lot of fun. It's just, it's just something that I have fun doing. When my kids were little, I used to make my own coloring books for them to color, and it's just fun. It's just fun. That's one of the things I like to do is doodle. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna let you go. It's been 26 minutes, and I'll do some editing, and then I will get this posted. I've had some people ask me where my video is. It's been a week, so I try to get a video, maybe 2 out a week. I never promise, because sometimes I don't feel like it, or it all depends. So I'm trying to do it like once a week, put out a video. So I'll let you go, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. God bless you, and bye-bye for now.